You might have thought that scars were patches of fibrous tissue produced by the body's natural healing process with no more use than to indicate how you fell off your bike or where you got bitten by that marmoset. Actually, scars are deeply meaningful and symbolic external signs of destiny, ruggedness, and evil-doing, for instance. Consider, if you will, these significant video game scars and what they reveal about you, the scarred video game hero.
As you begin your epic voyage to become the most angsty hero in the history of angsty heroes, also known as Final Fantasy, take a look at your character design real quick. You've got the boy band haircut, the bomber jacket, and the Hot Topic jewellery, but as a finishing touch, have you considered a dramatic but in no way disfiguring facial scar? Nothing too big or nasty looking, this scar will be artfully sliced there in an heroic duel with your not quite so handsome rival and nemesis, Cypher Almaty. And in addition to setting off your steely blue eyes, it'll symbolise your complicated enmity with your antagonist-to-be, especially after you give him a matching mirror image scar to remember you by. Oh, it's like one of those BFF heart necklaces that comes in 2 bits.
If you're a professional witcher, you'll have an impressive set of battle scars from all the witchering.
You know I don't find that amusing.
And with the amount of time you're going to be shirtless, which is a lot, you can't go wrong with a nice collection of brutal claw marks and rudimentary stitches in the chest and abdominal region, which is shredded in every sense. Am I right? Don't actually answer that. But the essential witchering scar has got to be the rugged slash over one eye that says, "I came this close to having my yellow, cat-like eye gouged out by an angry cockatrice." Ladies.
Give me a name or I'll cut your balls off and sell them to a Krogan.
Are you sick of not being able to tell how evil someone is by how smooth their face is? Me too! At the start of Mass Effect 2, after Shepard gets all asphyxiated in space and then burned up in a planet's upper atmosphere, he or she gets cobbled back together by Cerberus in a Lazarus resurrection machine.
Commander Shepard has been recovered. The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
All things told, Cerberus does a decent job of reconstructing you from a charcoal briquette, but they do leave a fine spiderweb-like network of scar tissue on your noble visage. You can bring people back from the dead, but not fully heal a few face cracks. Really, Miranda?
Shepard, your scars aren't healed, but I need you to get moving. This facility is under attack.
Whatever. The really handy thing about having a spiderweb-like network of scar tissue, though, is the way it acts as an indicator on the outside for how evil you are on the inside.
I didn't hear an officer on deck. I run this ship military.
The more renegade your actions, the deeper and redder your scars get until they're like craggy fissures of lava. It's just a helpful sign telling everyone to stay out of your way.
What sound will you make when you hit the ground? Think you'll hear it before you die?
Oh, and your eyes start glowing, of course.
What the hell were you thinking?
The only way to get by in this place is to get ourselves some respect. Fear. That's how we get respect. Show them all that we do things.
When life gives you lemons, the enterprising soul will go ahead and make lemonade. And when life burns off half your face with acid, that same dude will roll with it, spinning an entire supervillain identity out of how his head is now half normal, half angry red scar tissue and lidless eyeball. The theme is the duality of man here, so we're talking a bespoke two-tone suit, referring to yourself in the first person plural.
We should be fair, though. This is a place of justice, after all.
And making all 2-option decisions by flipping a coin.
Heads or tails, kitty cat?
Now that's commitment to a bit.
Right.
Well done. The Mortal Kombat series has a storyline as complex and baffling to outsiders as a Brazilian telenovela, only with punching instead of crying. You might think you know everything there is to know about Sub-Zero, Blue Guy, about yay big, fond of ice skating. What you might not realise is that there have been multiple Sub-Zeros and that the original one, whose name is B-Han, was killed at the end of the very first game. Because this is Mortal Kombat, I feel like I should clarify I mean properly killed, not the kind where you get your spine ripped out and then walk it off. But if you think a little thing like death is going to stop a Sub-Zero from appearing in every single Mortal Kombat game, then think again. His younger brother, Kuai Liang, took up the mantle in Mortal Kombat 2, but in MK3 he got a makeover, including a bright red eye scar and an outfit that looks like the sexy Halloween version of his original one. The best bit about the eye scar is that it differentiates one Sub-Zero from the other, even when they're wearing a face mask. Clever. As for how he got the scar, Shaolin Monks on PS2 reveals that after you beat him at the end of a huge boss fight, Kung Lao slashes him across the face with his bladed hat. He's about to lose his head entirely when it's revealed that he's not the original Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero is dead. He died after the Mortal Kombat tournament. Raiden told us Scorpion killed him. So who are you?
Could we not have had this conversation before the massive fight?
The man you saw die was my brother, and I am not even certain he is truly dead. I came here to avenge him, and believe that he may still yet live in one form or another.
I don't know, Sub-Zero. Maybe you should just let it go?
Let me guess. You've got a better solution. What is it then?
Now that would be telling.
You only need to look at the face of Assassin's Creed modern-day hero Desmond Miles to know that his ancestors play an important role in his life. That's because Desmond shares the exact same scar on his lip as his ancestors Altair and Ezio, and as we all know, scars are genetic and passed down through a person's DNA. Sorry, I'm just hearing that that's not how scars work. At all. From me, no one's telling me that. So there's another Assassin's Creed mystery to add to the pile.
It will be done.
We know Ezio got his scar after someone threw a rock in his face for saying he f***ed their sister.
Your sister seemed quite satisfied with the handling I gave her earlier.
Classic Ezio. But he's the only one we see get their scar. The others are a mystery. So what's the explanation? Secret assassin ritual? Precursor magic? Absent-minded art team? I'm going with the latter, as they forgot to include the scar entirely in Assassin's Creed Revelations.
Keep him like this for a few days, maybe a week.
Call ahead. Tell him we're on our way.
So, what have we learned?
Scars are magic.
Yes.
It's obvious why Street Fighter boss Sagat is such a grumpy dick. It's written all over his chest, and a bit on his eye. Sagat's huge chest scar in particular was dished out during the final boss fight in Street Fighter 1 with Ryu, and is a constant reminder of his embarrassing defeat.
Alright.
He even talks to it sometimes. Are you going to tell him that's weird? Because I'm not. In Street Fighter's convoluted and heavily retconned backstory, it's Ryu's special Metsu version of the Shoryuken Dragon Punch that creates the diagonal burn mark across Sagat's torso. Sagat has been driven by the power of hatred ever since, possibly based on him misremembering the path to the dark side. Close enough. Your lightsaber's in the post.
Speaking of embarrassing failures from the past, Fable 2 gives your hero a growing collection of scars to helpfully illustrate just how much you failed at heroing. Every time you get beat down and knocked out in Fable 2, you revive with a fetching new mark to commemorate your miserable defeat. And there's no way of getting rid of them, so you can always be sure of an accurate record of your failures, and possibly of completing the game with a Frankenstein-looking hero of Bowerstone.
Kill her and the bounty is ours.
Or you could always go back and reload from before you got your ass kicked. Heroism! Those were the video game scars that tell us more about their owners than an unsecured Facebook account. Got a favourite we missed? Let us know in the comments, and like and subscribe for more videos like this from Outside Xbox. Thanks for watching! Thank you for watching this video about video game scars that tell you everything you need to know about their owner. The only thing you need to know right now is to click on one of the windows underneath me for more Outside Xbox videos. We have a playlist of Show of the Week, which is our weekly magazine show. It's very good. Trust me, I would say that, but you can probably trust me. Or we have a playlist of other features that are like this one, but not this one, about other things. Things like robots and sky and some tomatoes. And we should.
Yeah.
There's an idea. See, the creative process, the back and forth. This is how I live for this. Anyway, click on one and watch it. That would be good. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Keep waving.
Bye.
Bye. More waving.
How long for?
Ages.
They've gone by now. They've all gone.
They might have tipped to me. They
They've
might be
gone.
waiting to see how long long
Why?
Carry on.
Why would you do this?
Click away.
Please click away. My arms
Stop waving now.
hurt.
Now stop.
All right, now.
Try again, quick.
Oh, God.
Okay,
Bye. Bye.